Alright, ladies and gentlemen, gather around. Now it's my turn to react to my 2020 NASCAR predictions. I'm gonna see how bad I did this time around, because I'm sure half of it was probably screwed by this pandemic. Let's go ahead and get started. Prediction number 1! Jimmie Johnson will win one last race in his final season.
Well, I see we're already off to a great start with this first prediction.
Pain and suffering. Next.
Up too much, and he's also Jimmie Johnson going around.
Prediction number 2. First time winners in the Cup Series. I have 4 drivers that could possibly win their first career Cup race in 2020. William Byron, Cole Custer, Christopher Bell, and Matt DiBenedetto.
Well, I'll give you this, Sonic Rules. You got 2 of those 4 picks right.
Now this establishes my better confidence. No, seriously, I had a feeling at least one of these 4 drivers would end up winning a race in 2020. Cole Custer winning at Kentucky and William Byron winning the regular season finale at Daytona. Well, Matt DiBenedetto did win the NASCAR All-Star Open at Bristol, but unfortunately that is not a points race, so that doesn't count, unfortunately. Prediction number 3! The 4 drivers that will make the Daytona 500 via the duels. As of right now, I'm going to say Justin Haley, Brendan Gaughan, Timmy Hill, and assuming Daniel Suarez if he's driving the 96 for the Gaunt brothers. I got 1, 2, 3.
But Daniel Suarez, on the other hand...
I knew I was missing one.
Hammond, we can't. There's nothing to be gained by Hammond, you idiot! You reversed into the sports lorry!
Prediction number 4. Daniel Hemrick will win a race in the Xfinity Series for Junior Motorsports.
Oh no.
Well, Daniel Hemrick is moving over to Joe Gibbs' Xfinity program in 2021. It'll be interesting to see if he will finally get that elusive win. I hope he does. Prediction
number 5.
Matt Crafton will see victory lane again in 2020. Prediction number 6. Martin Truex Jr. will win 4 races. I'm kind of surprised Truex didn't win more than 1 race in 2020, but then again, the crew chief change he had might have played an effect into it. He was still competitive, he was still competing for wins, but in the amount of wins that he had with Cole Pern compared to what we saw with James Small in 2020 was completely different. Maybe that'll change next season. Who knows? Prediction
number 7.
Kyle Busch will win that elusive Daytona 500.
Okay, so let's say hypothetically that you got this wrong.
Does it at least count for something that it went to a Joe Gibbs teammate? No? Well, shit. Prediction number 8.
Watch out!
The Truck Series playoffs and who will win the championship. The 10 drivers that I think will make the playoffs in the Truck Series are Stuart Friesen,
Oh no.
Austin Hill, Matt Crafton, Brett Moffitt, Tyler Ankrum, Shelton Creed, Christian Eckes, Ben Rhodes, Brent Enfinger, and Johnny Sauter.
Oh no.
Well, I gotta give you credit. You got 8 of the 10 picks right. And that's slightly better than me, because I only got 7 right.
The championship 4, Stuart Friesen, Brett Moffitt, Matt Crafton, and Sheldon Creed, and I predict that the 2020 NASCAR Gander Outdoor Truck Series champion will be Stuart Friesen. I think it could come down between Moffitt and Friesen, but with Friesen and his team moving over to Toyota with the KBM Alliance, I think Friesen will have a breakout year. He's going to win multiple races, and I think he could win the championship as well. Maybe I should have just gone with Moffitt at least.
Well, I gotta admit, if there is one thing that was really disappointing about 2020, it had to be the fact that Stuart Friesen did not live up to expectations. But the large factor in that is really the fact that the majority of the season was run with no practice and no qualifying. That was what really has hindered Hallmark Friesen Racing's performance this year because it wasn't able to give them enough time to figure out their new equipment, and it really hurt their on-track performance because they weren't given any time to figure out what it was that they were supposed to be doing.
Prediction
Number 9.
Kyle Busch will get his 100th Xfinity win in 2020. Kyle Busch currently sits at 96 wins. He will run probably the maximum amount of races he can run, which is 7. And I can easily see him winning 4 more and hit that elusive number 100. Well, how many wins did Kyle Busch get in the Xfinity Series this season?
1!
Prediction number 10. An open-wheel driver will run an Xfinity race at either the Indy Road Course or the Charlotte Roval.
Oh no.
But on the other hand, we did get an IMSA driver to make a start at the Daytona Road Course in the Xfinity Series with Earl Bamber. That's not really related, but I just thought it was worth bringing up.
Prediction number 11 is a early 2021 silly season prediction. I predict that Christopher Bell will replace Eric Jones in the 20 at Joe Gibbs Racing. To be honest, that one was probably coming from like 500 miles away. Sorry, Eric. Prediction number 12. Who makes the Xfinity playoffs and who wins the championship? Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain. Justin Haley, Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier, Michael Annett, Noah Gragson, Garrett Smithley.
Well, this is a racetrack, so...
Riley Herbst, Harrison Burton, and Ryan Sieg.
Well, Sonic Rules, I gotta say, just like me, you got 11 out of 12 playoff picks right for Xfinity.
I predict the championship 4 out of those will be Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, and Justin Allgaier. And I predict that the 2020 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion will be Chase Briscoe. Prediction number 13. And this one is a Arca prediction.
Don't you mean NASCAR?
Hailie Deegan will win an Arca race. Well, I was wrong about that. She did get second twice. Who knows, maybe she might do better in a truck. I guess time will tell. Prediction number 14. Colleague Racing is a team on the rise, and I can see them reaching victory lane more this season, with Ross Chastain winning 4 races, while Justin Haley will also get his first win. I can also see AJ Allmendinger winning another race for them as well. I'm certainly glad Justin Haley finally broke out onto the scene. Hopefully next season he can continue on that momentum. He made the championship 4, and well, the biggest thing is I hope he can score some wins at tracks that are not Daytona and Talladega. I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. The biggest surprise for me, Ross Chastain not winning at all. I thought he'd at least get a win or 2. Well, I did predict 4 wins because I thought he'd go off, but he still did well, just the no wins pretty much surprised me. I'm also thrilled AJ Allmendinger got a couple wins this season as well. Jeb Burton will be taking over Ross Chastain's ride at Colleague Racing, so, I mean, hey, I think he can compete for some wins, but I'll have to think more on that and perhaps add into that for my 2021 predictions. Prediction
number 15
is another 2021 silly season prediction. Noah Gragson will replace the 7-time champion Jimmie Johnson for 2021.
What is that you say?
Yes, it's kind of a stretch, but I feel like this will most likely happen. Yes, Gragson will have to have a breakout season, and honestly, there's probably 12 drivers at least that could be a candidate for the 48. So, the jury's out on this one. We'll see.
Ha! No.
You know, I felt like this prediction was a huge reach. I thought maybe at first they would turn to Gragson, but then later on they were like, oh, we're going to find someone who has a little bit of a veteran presence. And so they just ended up moving Alex Bowman to the 48 and Kyle Larson into the 88, which will now be the number 5. Probably a really good move. Alex Bowman, once again, won't have to worry about sponsorship now. So, it's going to be weird seeing Jimmie Johnson not out there next season. But I'm interested to see how Bowman does. Prediction number 16, the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs and the champion. I predict the 16-driver playoff field will be Kyle Busch.
I'm not surprised about anything. Congratulations.
Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin.
It's Denny time.
Joey Logano.
Brad Keselowski won this race.
Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, Jimmie Johnson.
Oh no.
William Byron, Christopher Bell.
Oh no.
Cole Custer.
Oh, hey there.
Kyle Larson.
Oh no.
Kurt Busch.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Kevin Harvick, Eric Jones, and Alex Bowman.
Wow.
Wow.
Just like me, you got 12 out of 16 playoff picks right for the Cup Series. I really have to admit, are you sure that our minds are not in sync with each other? Because, again, I did not see this video when you first made it. I obviously became friends a lot later in the year, but really thinking about it, are you sure that we're not the same person on a philosophical mindset? I mean, I'm just curious.
Well, my friend, just like how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, the world may never know. How old is that commercial? My Cup Championship 4 will be Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., and Kyle Larson. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna... Yep. Kind of embarrassing that I had a driver in the Championship 4 that only ran 4 races, but I didn't expect Kyle Larson to do what he did. And then with Denny Hamlin, at least I got him in the Championship 4, because I just felt like that was almost a given with how he's been racing. He's probably a contender for the Championship 4 next year as well. Prediction number 17.
He said it! He said it!
Last 2021 prediction, Chase Briscoe will replace Clint Bowyer in the number 14 at Stewart-Haas Racing. Either Bowyer will go race somewhere else, or he will retire. Now this one, I was very confident in. I felt like that one was going to happen. I felt like that was going to happen from the get-go, and I even called Clint Bowyer going to the Fox booth because I thought he and Jeff Gordon were hilarious together during the iRacing Pro Series Invitational when everything was shut down. Prediction number 18.
Everything's great.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. will win the Xfinity race at Homestead. Okay, you can laugh at me for this one, but Dale Jr. was also pretty competitive in that race, and he was in contention to win the race at the end. He even said afterward that he felt rusty. Just imagine if he didn't feel rusty, he probably could have won. And come on, that's the one Cup lead you'd be okay with winning. Admit it. Come on, admit it.
No!
Prediction number 19. Kyle Larson will win 4 races in 2020 as well. Like I said, I should have changed this prediction to Kyle Larson will only run 4 races in 2020 and not win 4 races in 2020. Prediction number 20. This is just so I at least have one prediction right. I will have media credentials again to Kentucky this year because I couldn't think of anything else. Okay, you know what? Carla, I need you to do me a favor. Can you send me to Brazil? I know, but at this rate, I'm ashamed of myself because not only that, Kentucky's now off the schedule, and I'm one of the only few people who actually gives a damn. Thanks, Carla. Okay, so for context, I had media credentials for the Kentucky Speedway race weekend in 2018 and 2019. It was a great learning experience, and I had a blast doing it. I was really looking forward to doing it again this year. As a matter of fact, right before everything went to crap, I actually had media credentials lined up for the NCAA tournament games in St. Louis, and of course that got canceled. In terms of me getting credentials, it probably won't be until 2022 or even 2023 when I'll actually get credentials again, which is really heartbreaking. But at least I'm still doing my podcast with my friend Michael. I'm doing this stuff, and of course I'm still doing the play-by-play stuff that I do for a company based out of Ohio. So I guess all I deserve this year is nothing but pain and suffering. I really don't know what else to say about this, except when I look back and saw that last prediction I made, I literally screamed. I thought that was at least The joke was, this is the one prediction that I'm gonna get right. I guess I was wrong with that too. So okay, that's pretty much it. I'm done here. I'll do a 2021 predictions video as well. I figured I'd do a little collab again with MF17 for fun as well, and use some snippets from the video he used to react to my predictions as I continue to go through the pain and suffering, as I just recently came out of self-quarantine because I recently came into close contact at work with someone who had COVID. Luckily, I was tested negative, and I'm going to be going back into work here at the time of this recording on Tuesday. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Sunday Night Lights and other kinds of content as well. Sonic Rules 831, and I will see you in the next video.